The Nestlé story began in late 1886 in Switzerland, when German pharmacist Henri Nestlé opened a company to create food from milk. It all started in a small town. The first product from Nestlé was a cereal for babies who couldn't be breastfed by their mothers. This cereal combined cow's milk, wheat flour, and sugar. Surprisingly, the cereal became very successful. Around the same time, two Americans founded a competing company in Switzerland called Anglo-Swiss Condensed Milk Company. They were offering a safe alternative to fresh milk. After competing intensely for over 2 decades, the two companies decided to merge in 1905 and form the Nestlé we know today. Initially, Nestlé expanded its business to other countries and opened its first factory in the United States in 1900. During World War I, the company secured valuable contracts to supply condensed milk and chocolate to governments. After the war, Nestlé had more than 40 factories worldwide. When World War II began, the company profited from both sides of the conflict, closing contracts with both the German and American governments. However, not everything was perfect for the world's largest food company. It got involved in numerous controversies over time. The lesser-known story about Nestlé reveals behavior that is at least questionable and somewhat dark. In the 1970s, Nestlé heavily promoted its infant formula in less developed countries, especially among the poorest. They tried to make it seem like their powdered milk was as good as breast milk, even when it wasn't true. The situation was complicated because many of the countries Nestlé focused on, especially in Africa, didn't even have access to clean water. This meant that the water used to mix with the powdered milk needed to be boiled to be safe, something many mothers didn't know due to low literacy rates. The consequences were alarming. Mothers mixed the powdered milk with polluted water, putting their babies at risk. Additionally, due to the high cost of powdered milk, some mothers use less than necessary, leading to malnutrition in children. Nestlé was aware of these problems but seemed more interested in profits than the well-being of families. The importance of breastfeeding for infant development was neglected, especially in areas where hygiene was a challenge. Nestlé followed a strategy similar to the tobacco industry, paying doctors to promote its formula as healthy and even hiring nurses to distribute free samples in hospitals and maternity wards in Asia and Africa. Many doctors, sponsored by Nestlé, even claimed that Nestlé's powdered formula was superior to breast milk and that breast milk was harmful to the child while Nestlé's formula was beneficial. The issue was that once mothers left the hospital, they needed to buy powdered milk because breastfeeding had been interrupted, replaced by formula while they were in the hospitals. Nestlé created a need where none existed before and convinced families that their product was essential for a healthy life. Nestlé's practices were so controversial that in 1978, company executives were called to the United States Senate to explain the deaths and illnesses of many babies due to the use of their infant formula. Due to their artificial powdered milk, serious problems arose. However, Nestlé seemed unconcerned. In 1981, the World Health Organization (WHO) established new rules so that no company could compare artificial milk to breast milk anymore. But it was already too late. The damage that Nestlé had caused by embedding a strong belief in mothers' minds and creating a popular conviction worldwide through heavy marketing efforts, disseminated globally by doctors, led many mothers to feed their children with formula instead of breast milk for decades, thinking they were doing the right thing. And, despite appearances, controversies involving Nestlé didn't stop there. What's essential for human survival besides food? Water. This makes water businesses quite profitable. Nestlé is the world's largest producer of bottled water, but they faced legal issues regarding their practices. A Chicago-based company sued Nestlé, claiming that their gallons of mineral water were nothing more than tap water. Moreover, there were accusations that Nestlé bought tap water for $10 and sold it bottled for $50. This raised doubts about the company's honesty. In Pakistan, in 2013, it came to light that Nestlé was taking clean water from villages and cities, bottling it in their factories, and then reselling the same water to the same people from whom it was taken. This forced people to drink dirty water, causing diseases, as they didn't have the money to buy clean water. Essentially, Nestlé took water from people and practically forced them to buy it back. The purpose of this video was to show that oftentimes, the stories we hear about Nestlé highlight their magnificent achievements and how the brilliant idea of the American brothers created this food giant. However, they ignore the fact that the company has had questionable practices aimed solely at profits and taking advantage of their customers. Thank you for watching up to this point. Don't forget to leave a like to support us in producing content and especially to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our upcoming videos. Until next time.